Um,
All right. Sorry about that, Dave.
no problem. Hey, it's all good.
We are live on the show now. Sorry, we were talking and he went to go say something. I accidentally started the episode.
Yeah, I was about to. Just about to question you about SmackDown, but we'll get to that.
Actually, you're going to have to talk to me about that because unfortunately I didn't get a chance to see SmackDown this week.
Oh, I'm only halfway through SmackDown, so
the SmackDown talk will be light today.
Yes, it will.
You know the big overalls of it.
Right.
We should be all right. All right. So again, the pop culture quiz is on a hiatus, so just be sure to join us over on Facebook.com, and we'll go ahead and start throwing up some pop culture quiz questions over there and seeing how smart our followers are. All right. So first subject up for today's hot topics are Netflix has officially purchased Warner Brothers and HBO. Discovery is going to be something separate in a possible sale to, I guess, Paramount. We're looking at, Netflix. Basically going to be one of the biggest movie companies in the U.S.
Yes. Now, this does not, as I understand it, this does not mean an end to HBO Max.
Right.
They're still going to keep a separate partition for Warner Brothers content streaming. Right. The DC stuff, though, the big money-making stuff, will be moving to Netflix.
Which Netflix has a lot of that, a lot of DC animated already.
Yeah. So we'll see how it shakes out. And of course, all the Snyder bots are out in force celebrating that this means the return of Zack Snyder's DC universe and the death of James Gunn's DC universe. No.
Stop it.
Yeah. Which I have saved the meme of Bender and Futurama. It's like, oh wait, you're serious. Let me laugh even harder.
Here's the thing with it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with it for me, and I believe I've actually said this on the show before. I believe I said it last week when we kind of touched on this, when it was, or a week or two ago, when we were touching on the possibility of Netflix purchasing Warner Brothers. No businessman worth his salt is going to look at a cash cow like James Gunn's DCU that he's already set up and is already popular and is already making money, and look at it and go, no, let's throw it away for something people liked 5 years ago. Like, no businessman, anybody that's gotten a degree in business beyond a high school diploma, like, can understand the concept that you don't take a cash cow. Like
MBA, Masters in Business Administration, do not count towards this.
Yes. But it's just one of those type of things where it's like, look, it's just a bad business move to do that. Yeah. James Gunn, like, outside of the small niche fan base, it's just like the whole conversation about AEW versus WWE, and if Netflix. But I don't think, here's the thing about it. I think AEW, because the cable channels, that's what's specific about this deal. The cable channels, TNT, TBS, Discovery Channel, will be going with the Discovery Group. Netflix is just buying all of the movie stuff that comes with the WB, including the rights to IPs like Harry Potter and all of that. So AEW will probably go, the AEW deal will probably go with Discovery as opposed to going with the Warner Brothers part of it. Even though the deal is signed with Warner Brothers Discovery, it'll probably end up staying with Discovery because that's what has to do with all the TV channels. Now, where it may become a problem is like we talked about with HBO Max. As far as I know, the guy that runs Netflix so far has said they have no plans of shutting down the HBO Max app.
Yeah.
Like you said, they're just planning on moving some of the DC stuff over to the Netflix app.
Right. Which is a problem in its own right, because it's just the streaming is getting out of hand.
Right.
And this is what's leading to, it's going to lead to another resurgence of media piracy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's still quite a bit of that goes on.
It is.
There's more people that watch Raw and SmackDown on sites like WatchWrestling.st than people that actually watch it on live TV.
But I'm talking about like sites like the Pirate Bay, and doing peer-to-peer streaming and recording. You know, that's just going to increase with the more streaming services that are out there that are providing with, you know, different stuff.
Yeah. Well, let me say this. I think eventually Netflix will have to combine the two apps to make a mega.
Exactly.
Netflix. Exactly. Kind of like what Disney Plus is doing right now with ESPN and with Hulu. You know what I'm saying? Eventually you'll have to get to where. But here's the great thing about it for those people who like HBO Max. Remember, although you can watch ESPN and Hulu through the Disney Plus app, ESPN still has its own app and Hulu still has its own app.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so there's very much a case where you can get all the content that you want from HBO Max through Netflix, or you can just download the HBO Max app. Right. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to have the option of both, because it doesn't make sense to just get rid of one unless that's the way you want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I say congratulations to Netflix. I think that another note, just in case anybody's thinking about it, Netflix has already come out and said that Warner Brother movies will still be released in the theaters. They have no plans to shift them to a straight to Netflix model. Right. As far as they have their own movie department. Like Netflix already has their own movie department for straight to Netflix movies. So Warner Brothers will continue to crank out movies in the movies despite the purchase of by Netflix. I would love to see it mean that more movies that are made for Netflix come out in theaters. Like now that they have that route to get there, distribution route.
Yep. Yeah. And on that note, also, James Cameron has big feelings about Netflix sending their original programming into theaters.
Yeah. Talking about the Stranger Things final episode, which will air in the theaters as well.
Yep.
Why?
Yep.
Why?
Because he doesn't want
problem with it.
He doesn't want the competition. He doesn't want the competition, and he sees it as diminishing the theatrical experience. You know, people go, yeah, I know.
No, I'm not asking you legitly. I'm just like asking the question out loud. Like I don't get that. Because it's like to me, like I would have loved to watch the Cobra Kai final episode in the theaters.
Right.
Like that would have been amazing.
Yep.
You know, but oh well.
Yeah.
Everybody's always got their reservations because everybody, despite the fact that they own 98.2% of the pie.
Yeah.
They worry about somebody coming for their piece of the pie.
Exactly. Yep.
But go on.
Nope, that's all I had to say on that. So
all right. So next up is unfortunately a sad note. We didn't consistently add it to what I begin to affectionately call the death roll all throughout 2025. And unfortunately now we can add Shang Tsung's name to that.
Shang Tsung and so many other roles.
Oh, so many other roles.
Yeah.
Chang in The Last Emperor, I remember that. The actor Hiroyuki
Takagawa. Yes. Yeah. In so many roles, big and small.
Tagawa. Did they spell it wrong?
Tagawa. I'm remembering it wrong.
I was like Taka. I was like, hey, you got me with the K there. That's sorry, my brain.
I'm always terrible with foreign names, not even necessarily Asiatic names.
Got you.
So,
same here.
Dude, we just had the conversation on Facebook about D&D using like 5 different European languages
and multiple different dialects. Yeah. Yes. I saw that video. I was like, yeah, dude, Dave would get this. Like, 100%. He's like, I know I got this one right. Nope, still wrong. I was like, but like I said, there'll be a lot of people who will fall into
right.
And I said this to Swab the other day when I read this, when I was reading this. I said, I'm going to say it like this. I'm not accusing the creators of the Mortal Kombat movie of anything at all. I'm going to state that outright.
Yeah.
But it is kind of funny to me that only 2 souls were taken in the entire Mortal Kombat movie on screen. Both were the 2 black guys in the movie. the black dude that Liu Kang fought and what's his name from what's his name's friend, Johnny Cage's friend against Goro.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on now, y'all. Like,
Yep.
Really though?
I see you. I see you.
The tradition, the sad tradition continues.
Asian love.
Oh man, but he brought to life in a live action form all the great lines that we were so used to hearing from Shang Tsung in the game. Yeah. Fatality.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also one of his last roles was playing Governor of California Nobusuke Tagomi in The Man in the High Castle.
Wow. Man's a hell of an actor.
Yep.
He was gold in just about everything he was in.
Yep.
Just a quick, small side note before we close out Hot Topics. First of all, God rest his soul. But second of all, I had the sudden urge to watch Surf Ninjas the other night. With for those of you who may not be old enough to remember, Surf Ninjas was this quirky little movie that came out like in 89, 91, somewhere around there.
Yep.
Starring Ernie Reyes Sr. and Ernie Reyes Jr. For those who don't know, they were huge in the martial arts world during that time.
Back in the 80s.
Yeah.
The Last Electric Night.
You know, exactly. Like and like within the martial arts world, they were very well known.
Yeah.
Respected. And they did this quirky little movie about these two young boys who were crown princes of this random king place out in the middle of the ocean, and Leslie Nielsen was in it. And
yep.
Yeah, it was just it was great. It was great.
Yep.
If you ever get a movie, it's actually, if you ever get a chance, it's on Prime right now. It comes with Prime, so if you have a Prime membership, you can watch it for free. But check it out. Tone Loc's in it. Like it's just yeah. So, and Rob Schneider is another one too. That was
I'm not watching it now.
No. This was young Rob Schneider before he snorted the MAGA cocaine. He was actually a good kid. It was before Saturday Night Live. So, but yeah, good movie to see. Good movie to see. All right, so let that ride us on a sad note right on into all right.
Yeah.
So, Pop Culture Corner. Let's start it.
Yep.
And here we go with the first subject up, which is new DCU star Matthias Schoenaerts sentenced to 6 months in prison.
Yep.
Now, what, may I ask, has this young man done?
Okay. Well, first of all, he is set to make his premiere in the Supergirl film upcoming, where I'm trying to remember. Yes, Creme of the Yellow Hills.
Creme of the Yellow Hills, okay.
I mean, whatever. But he was arrested in Belgium, basically for driving under the influence of drugs.
Wow, DUI, huh?
Twice during April 2024.
So ain't no way around it. He gotta sit in the cell.
Yep, they finally got around to it. Yes. So in Antwerp, Belgium. So he has been previously been convicted a total of 11 times of DUI. Okay. And you thought California was lenient with regaining your license. Yeah. In September 2021, he was banned from driving in Antwerp on account of drug use while driving and had to retake his compulsory recovery tests and exams, but had failed to do so.
Wow.
Yep. So currently with this...
Hey, what up, Wood?
Hey, Wood. How's it going, sir? But he's been banned for driving in Belgium for 1 year and a massive €4,000 fine, which for all us Americans, that's approximately what, $8,000? It's a 2-to-1 conversion rate, about.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. The Netflix deal was 72 billion US and 84 billion pounds.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So. Well, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Nobody's talking. Not his publicist. Not DC Studios. Not Warner Brothers. So. We will see. And he's actually he's younger than us. Okay. Born in 1977.
Well, he would be what year? What month in that 77?
Actually, his birthday was yesterday, the 8th.
Okay, then yeah, he is younger than me by a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
My birthday was a couple of weeks ago. So, but yeah, man. And you already got 11 DUIs.
Yep.
And here I am sitting at the same age and ain't had a damn.
Me too. Yep. The only repeat DUI offender that I know, I'm not going to say, but didn't get into it until he was past 50 and closer to 60.
Yeah.
So
I used to know a young lady, unfortunately, God rest her soul, is not with us anymore. Yeah, she got multiple DUIs.
Yeah.
One would have been enough for me. One would be enough for me to never drink and get behind the wheel of a car or smoke and get behind the wheel of a car ever again. That's all it takes. Dude, that shit's so damn expensive. $10,000 for all the classes and all the shit you got to do.
And more than that, when I was a senior in high school, there was a kid from my high school who was driving his friends to school drunk, and he stalled out on the top of a railroad crossing, and the car got hit by a train because he was trying to beat the rails. Yeah. So don't drink and drive or do drugs and drive or get buzzed and drive. Okay? It's bad.
All right. Sorry. Here we go. Next subject up. Pop culture corner.
Yep.
Nicolas Cage's Spider-Man noir alter ego has been revealed. And guess what, guys? It's not Peter Parker.
I'm going to have something to say about that. But CCXP in Brazil released some photos from the set of Spider-Man Noir. And one of those photos was of the door to the detective agency of one B. Riley.
Ben Riley, yep.
Yep.
That will be yeah.
Now, here's the thing. I think that it's still Peter Parker, because remember, the Ben Riley, aka Scarlet Spider, aka Spider Clone in the mainstream Marvel universe, he got the name from Uncle Ben and Aunt May's maiden name.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking is that just to add to the noir feel, it is Peter, but he's hiding under an assumed alias because of something. And probably the reason why he is a detective that is trying to find some sense of justice for average people. Someone did him wrong, and he had to go underground, and he resurfaced as Ben Riley. That is my theory. We shall see.
Okay. I'll keep my fingers crossed. That would be a pretty dope spin on things.
Yeah.
If they did that, because I don't know. I'm kind of over the classic. I love Tom Holland as the character, but and I can't wait to see the next movie. But I'm kind of over the whole classic Spider-Man story being told. Let's see something.
And speaking of Spider-Man and getting back to the deaths, R.I.P. to the original Spider-Man. Yes, even before Nicholas Hammond in the CBS TV series, we had Spider-Man appearing on The Electric Company. Remember that?
Yes. I do remember that show.
So
it was in its tail end by the time I was born, but yes, I remember.
Yeah. So hold on a second. And that is Danny Seagreen. So he was our first live-action Spider-Man actor. And he passed away this past week in his 80s.
Peacefully?
Peacefully, yeah. So, yeah. Sad to see that part of our childhood go. But while Kev is sitting there stunned, I'm going to stop the dead air and let's move on to the next.
Well, yeah, no, we can. Yeah, we can move forward to the next
subject. Sorry about that tangent. I already told you that we're going to try to keep the tangents to a minimum.
There you go. All right. Yeah. So Fallout creator Tim Kaine is out of semi-retirement. Not Morgan Freeman.
Yes.
Is out of retirement and back at Obsidian. What does this mean, sir?
Obsidian. Okay, so Tim Kaine was one of the co-creators of the original Fallout game back when it was put out by Interplay, I think, and then the franchise got bought out by Bethesda, and Tim Kaine did some developments, and he's been in the new Fallout news recently since he basically said that, there is no standard Fallout lore. It's whatever the current game presents. There is no canon. There is no canon lore in Fallout. So, and he's come up with some very interesting things. But he is also one of the programmers. He's one of the programmers on Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, the original, not what just got shoveled out, Arcanum, and Magic Obscura, and a lot of other stuff. So he announced that he has been doing bits and pieces of contract work for Obsidian and others.
Okay. Nice.
Yep. But talks about coming out of semi-retirement on YouTube. So it's, you got to keep busy in your older age. So
just like my pop learned about building computers just so he could
keep active,
doing stuff. Yep.
And keep the brain going. Yeah. Yeah. But he's full on moved back to California and has gone back to a full-time job at Obsidian, as in office, not remote.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
He even got a Moon Man tattoo, as in the Moon Man from the Outer Worlds franchise.
Yeah. Nice. That's what I call dedication.
Exactly. Yep.
All right. So next subject up on the corner. The first official look at DC's Supergirl suit is here, and it's amazing.
It does look really good. Yep.
The only picture I'm seeing is hers from
with the trench coat. Yeah. There are pictures of it on the internet, and it's not too different. The problem is that in 2025, it's that trench coat she was wearing that's covering up most of it, but it's pretty much going to stay the same. So it's pretty much the classic Supergirl look. You get a better look at the S shield, which is more of the stylized angular design that we had for the House of L. A little blondie for your Sunday. So, but yeah, it's the oh, here it's on the video that I was looking. Yeah, that's where you're clicking.
I'm showing it. Yeah. This is,
yeah.
It looks pretty decent. It looks kind of like the one they had. What's her name with?
Melissa Benoist.
What's her? Yeah.
Benoist. Yeah. Yeah, from the DC, from the CW Supergirl. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, even though they switched her over to the leggings costume later on in the series, but yeah, it's going to be classic. Supergirl, Kara wearing the blue top, wide yellow gold belt, red skirts, and knee-high boots with the gold trim. So, yeah.
All right. This is a story that's going to kind of make you laugh. Tom Cruise. That's right, Mr. Tom Cruise, Mr. Mission Impossible himself, was unhappy after being told to find Mission Impossible money on his own by Paramount.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro, you rich enough? You rich enough on your own? Fund it.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Put up the money yourself. Then you get to keep all the money that comes out of it. You know, like,
Yep.
but
Okay, but here's the thing: the supposedly final installment, Final Reckoning, brought in $598 million, which ain't bad, which is not, it's decent at all. The budget was $400 million, so it was profitable. It was profitable, but it was one of the least profitable installments in the franchises. Yeah. And part of this is the new management of Paramount. Basically, new Paramount CEO David Ellison, son of Oracle CEO Larry Ellison, brother of Annapurna and A24. I can't remember her name, but it's, you know, it's not a good. It's, you know, it's billionaire slap fighting is what cuts down to. You know, it's like pro sports, where, you know, the owners negotiating with their millionaire players about, you know, paydays and salary and everything like that. So it's like, you know, just however you can do it, put out the films. I'll either watch them or I won't watch them.
All right. And here's the thing about it. I haven't seen a Mission Impossible since, like,
the first film for me.
Yeah, I want to say the first. Maybe I think I might have saw the second one. Maybe saw bits and pieces of the third.
Right.
But
and for me, I never saw another Mission Impossible film again, simply because I hated how absolutely dirty they did Jim Phelps in that film. That's like turning James Bond into a Russian infiltrator, essentially. Turncoat. It was just absolutely terrible, terrible treatment. So I understand, you know, a lot of the younger kids don't know who the hell Jim Phelps is or even care. And the narrative that they set up, it was logical. That don't mean it's right.
Right.
Okay. It was just, it wasn't
inspiring. It wasn't inspiring to me either to want to see another one. Like I said, I think I might have saw two because I had a friend of mine or two that really liked the franchise and wanted to go see the next movie. But
best thing about the Mission Impossible franchise for me, I mean, Tom Cruise is fine as an actor. I'm just not, you know, he doesn't really inspire me as an actor. The two things that do inspire me from the Mission Impossible franchise, Ving Rhames.
Yeah, I loved his role.
And why am I blanking on his name right now? Shaun of the Dead, Edgar Wright's buddy, Nick Frost's buddy, Scotty in New Trek.
Oh my God.
Simon Pegg.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are the only two things that I really, really want to see about Mission Impossible. Yeah. But the rest of it is just kind of like, bleh.
All right. So last subject to Pop Culture Corner before we go into the break is going to be the Claire Obscure game called Expedition 33,
Claire Obscure Expedition 33, which,
Expedition 33.
if you couldn't tell, it's from French developer Sandfall Interactive.
Yes.
And no, I'm not going to do my Maurice Chevalier impersonation on the name. So, Sandfall Interactive.
And
I lied. Ha! So, yeah, this has been the breakout game of 2025. It's basically up for all the awards in there. It swept the Golden Joystick Awards in November, capturing 6 different awards, including Ultimate Game of the Year.
Wow.
So, yep. And so this
what type of game is this? RPG?
RPG. Yep. It's basically like a Baldur's Gate 3 or Pathfinder Kingmaker, which I'm playing Monday, Wednesday, Friday on noon.
Nice.
On our Twitch channel. Yep.
So yeah.
Yep.
Buddy.
Yep. It's at the Game Award is up for Game of the Year, Best Game Direction, Best Indie Game. But the cast of Claire Obscure, not the developer, but the cast, is petitioning for there to be a new game award category, which is motion capture.
Really?
Yes.
So they're gonna add. They're saying they should add a mocap category
to Game Awards. Yes.
I think that would be good, considering how many games nowadays use mocap, and not all of them use it correctly. No, I'm honest with you, or very well. You know, having awards to reward those that do, they encourage others to do so.
Yes, and just in case you need more urging to try the game out, the lead actor and the male lead, Gustav, the lead actor is Mr. Charlie Cox.
Nice. Charlie Cox, like Daredevil Charlie Cox?
Daredevil Charlie Cox, among other things, yes. But one of the big pushes for having a mocap award, and also they should have mocap in movies and television series awards too. But for Claire Obscure, the cast includes gaming mainstays like Andy Serkis. So Andy Serkis doing his usual mocap stuff in Claire Obscure.
Give him some more awards to win.
Yep.
There you go. That's right.
So yeah, check out Claire Obscure Expedition 33, out for all major consoles and PCs currently. That's something I'm going to check out when I drop one of my games. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a live stream, probably another year or so.
Yeah. All right. So as you guys know, this is normally our natural pausing point. We do have a lot to talk about as far as video game talk. So we're gonna
we also got a lot of wrestling to get to too.
That's true. So we're gonna go ahead and take that break a couple minutes early. Normally we take it at the 45 mark, but we'll do it now, and we'll be back after said break.
Our producer is getting really, really uptight about having a tight schedule going on. Sir.
It's because of budget, sir. Hey, what's up, Tony Bologna? Glad you checked in. Welcome to the show. Like I said, we are going to take that break, and we'll be right back to talk more video game talk and wrestling. Yeah.
We back at it. Yep, we still doing it. Poetic beat. First GenXers. Gia. Let's get it, y'all. Come on. We back in the building. It's been a long time cooking in the soup kitchen. And I'm chilling with the same. Dropping these beats, won't stop, nope, I can't. Let me get up in the lab, turn it up. Game on with the first GenXers. What's up? Let's flip on the switch or the Xbox and get up in my zone. I'm clowning. Let me clear my throat for a minute. Shout out to my folks while I'm in it. It ain't nothing but love, it's babe business. I really don't know what's so who ain't feeling this. And this is only the beginning. Now versus then, this is something for the chillin'. Poetic got the joints like McDonald's. I'm loving it. It's the first gen. We're now rocking with Poetic Beats. This is the first GenXers production. Get your PlayStations out. Get your Xbox out. Get your Switch out. Let's get it in, y'all. Holla back.
You got to keep it lovely. You got to keep it. You got to keep it lovely. Success comes right after the struggle. I ain't even giving up on whatever I wanted. The tragedies I've seen, I can't even stomach. Most of y'all weak as shit and would've started running. Every time I make it back to the crib, I'm thankful the Most High let me see all of it. Grateful I'm lovely, and I'm being real with this. Please don't judge me. I'ma stay on my shit. I'ma keep it.
You getting on my nerves. You getting on my nerves. Gang, gang, bitch. You getting on my nerves. Gang, gang, bitch. You getting on my nerves. Get your titty, get your titty, get your titty on. Gang, gang, bitch. Get your titty, get your titty, get your titty on. I said what I said. No, please don't tell on me. No, please don't tell the police. Gang, gang, you getting on my nerves. She getting on my nerves.
All right, there we go.
There we go.
That was our promo set, and hope you guys caught everything, wrote it down so that we where to catch all of us different times. All right, so next up, we are going to be taking a look at what is that? What is that thing called? It's called all right, SmackDown Alley, where we are first going to talk about Le Monday Night Raw. All right, so Raw was, I did manage to catch all of Raw this week. As far as I was concerned, it was a pretty good show. Like, I think they cooled off from how hot they were a couple of weeks ago, but it still was good and fun to watch. So we have, let's see. Hey, the quarterfinals of the Last Time Is Now tournament featuring LA Knight taking on Jey Uso and Gunther taking on Solo Sikoa. Let's see. Then we kicked it on. We also had a World Tag Team Championship match as the Styles Dragon. Hey, that would be a good name too.
That would be great.
The Styles Dragon, yeah.
Yeah.
They retained their World Tag Team Championships against the New Day, and then women's tag. Go ahead.
Then afterwards in the show, Adam Pearce announced that Monday night, that team is going to defend their titles against the War Raiders.
Nice. War Raiders.
So
War is coming to Monday Night Raw.
Yep. I'm going to say that War Raiders are going to take the tag team titles back, simply because, not because AJ Styles and Dragon Lee aren't a great team. They are, but I think they bring in more as individuals. And also there's much, much, much more heat and history between the New Day and the War Raiders.
Okay. That's a fair enough. Waiting for Saint to connect his devices. He's in the weight room, but okay. So I can't add him to the stream yet till he fixes that. So all right. In one-on-one matches, like I said, we saw LA Knight defeat Jey Uso and Gunther defeat Solo Sikoa. This was a very sad night for me. Because I kind of started to wrap my mind around the idea of Jey Uso being Cena's last opponent. Because then I could have easily claimed that they had foreshadowed it with their interactions at the Royal Rumble. But it wasn't. It was LA Knight. And just like I didn't understand the thing about giving The Miz the second chance on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago, just to have him lose again. You know, he didn't lose to LA Knight the first time, but to lose again. When you could have just gave LA Knight a bye to the next round, not even brought the Miz back. I guess it was worth it to them. And then in the other semifinal match, sorry, not quarterfinal, but semifinal match, Gunther, to nobody's surprise, defeated Solo Sikoa. Here's where I was disappointed, though. Although it wasn't a surprise, I was disappointed. I would have much rather saw Solo Sikoa. As a matter of fact, I was, as much as I was getting behind the idea of Jey, I was genuinely rooting for Solo to be seen as a final opponent. Because if you remember correctly, the last time that Cena and Solo faced off, Solo destroyed him. I mean, I think Solo gave him something like 8 to 10 Samoan spikes to put Cena down. And then the next time we see Cena, he was retiring. So I think it would have been a great match because they could have given us more of a match, and yeah. And to be honest with you, yeah, I just would have rather have seen it be so. But before you give your thoughts on these matches, Dave, let me go ahead and bring in our third co-host.
Yep.
I'm just gonna call him LFW, late for work. No, I'm sorry.
You know what?
Kevin,
I'm just giving you shit, bro.
Kevin is absolutely that coworker who snitches on you for sneaking in 10 minutes late.
Yeah, I could have easily slipped into the back room. I could have easily slipped into the executive washroom, but had to take care of a few things. You feel me?
For sure.
But no.
What's up? All right, so let me see. So we were talking about Gunther taking on Solo Sikoa. Like I said, I kind of wish Gunther had won, but not Gunther, but Solo Sikoa had won. But needless to say, they gave us Gunther versus LA Knight.
And let me just speak on this real quick, because what, there had been a lot of conversation about the possibility of Gunther being John Cena's last match, and I'm like, I don't know. I think LA Knight would be more fitting, because I think that LA Knight going over John Cena, that I think would be an excellent win, an excellent show of victory, and and bring it in, because I love LA Knight, man.
Yeah,
like on some real shit. Like
I have yet to see.
Knight.
I have yet to see the finale of SmackDown, so I don't know who won the finals match, but I am rooting for LA Knight, because let's face it, nobody in the, say, quarterfinals onward need to have the heat added from beating Cena.
Oh, yeah.
But
they need that. Right. They need that rub for popularity.
Right. So, but what some of them do need is to retire Cena for validation, because and LA Knight not having a major title yet, this is the validation that, like he said, it's the validation that's going to cement his legacy in WWE, and he can build off of it. He's still got a good number of years left in him.
Well, remember, LA Knight is maybe at maximum 5 years younger than me.
Right.
Like he's early 40s. Like his wrestling career, I'm not saying he can't go well into his 50s, because look at Billy Gunn over in AEW, but still going at 55, 60 years old. Look at Ric Flair,
Oh yeah.
Look at
Chris Jericho.
Let's say it like this: Chris Jericho's still going. I just don't know if he should. And I'm not saying that to knock him. I'm just saying, like John Cena said, and like I have a lot of respect for John Cena with. John Cena's like, I want to go before I can't go. You know what I'm saying? He wants to leave the sport before the ability to enjoy the sport and performing leaves him. And so, and I think Chris Jericho, the ability to perform at the level at which he will be expected to, based on the weight that his name carries, he can't work a match the same way he used to. But that's what happens when we get older. I wake up every morning with aches and pains, and I ain't even that old. I'm getting there. Old is about 2 years away.
You know what? And as far as Dave and I are concerned, I'm gonna give Axe Dave permission and give you the double up, bro. Because 2 years, we're old. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm in my prime still.
For those of y'all who don't know, I recently just turned 48, so that would put old at 50. That's when I'll start saying I'm old. Till then,
Dude, 70 is old, okay?
70 is
Fuck
old.
that.
Okay, so
I'm 56
that's where
and I'm in great shape, dude.
So now I know where to push the goalpost next once I hit 50, and I don't want to say I'm on. To push it to 70.
There you go. There you go.
All right. So we also, like I said, we also had a women's tag team match involving Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss against Io Sky and Rhea Ripley that ended in a no contest because the Kabuki Warriors came out and attacked everybody, and then the Judgment Day came out and laid out everybody. Yeah. Not everybody.
Yeah,
everybody.
that was definitely something to miss because it was just like one of those slobber knock fests back in the 90s during the Attitude Era where, you know, bodies are everywhere. Oh my God. It was like that kind of hype.
Yeah.
It was that kind of hype.
I'm wondering because I've been thinking for a long time that they were trying to set up a fatal 4-way match, basically, or would it be fatal 5-way? Now it'd be fatal 5-way, or
Right.
It'd be a 5-way match between Judgment Day, which is Raquel and Rhea and Roxanne, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, Lash Legend and Nia Jax, the Kabuki Warriors, and Bailey and flipping Lyra Valkyria.
Right.
I genuinely think that they are trying to set that up. Why? I don't know.
I did like, I did like the promo that Bailey and Lyra cut backstage, where Adam's like, "Okay, are you guys sure that you're okay?" And Lyra's like, "Yeah, sure, we're okay. We're mostly okay.
Yeah.
We're mostly okay right now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please approve the match before this
we're
changes.
mostly okay right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That
and let the shenanigans ensue.
And although I did
let
not
the shenanigans ensue.
All of SmackDown, I did manage to see the promo that Lash Legend and Nia Jax cut. And the more I see of that tandem, the more I like them. Like Lash Legend and Nia Jax are definitely ready to work together to be a force within WWE.
Oh yeah, they definitely announced all this week.
So check this out. Well, a friend of mine now has to buy a Rey Mysterio shirt because of Monday Night Raw, and I'll tell you this story just to get to this quick segment so we can cover it. During Monday Night Raw, Rey Mysterio and Logan Paul had a heated back and forth.
Yep.
Right. To which Logan Paul got to Rey Mysterio's face. Rey Mysterio then proceeds to cuss Logan Paul out, basically, and then finish the promo by calling Logan Paul a bidet. Right? I'm going to stop right there because I'm going to take you back about five minutes in this. I'm sitting there watching it with my friend, and he looks at the screen and he goes, "Rey Mysterio, if you slap the shit out of Logan Paul, I will buy one of your shirts." Fast forward 5 minutes, Rey Mysterio says "Bidet" and slaps the shit out of Logan Paul. And I look at him and I go, "Well, what you gonna do?" Needless to say, he has the shirt coming next week. Oh man, I was like, that is awesome.
I can dig it.
You know what I'm saying? Just being there for that. Like he just randomly said it. It was live Monday Night Raw, so it's not like he could have saw the clip before and knew that it was gonna happen. You know, like he had no clue Rey Mysterio was gonna slap the shit out of him. Said it anyway, and ended up buying away Rey Mysterio shirt. So, but needless to say, that confrontation is going to lead to another. I don't know why they feel the need to give us another Rey Mysterio versus Logan Paul match. Because didn't we have that at like WrestleMania a few years back, or at least one PLE like either last year or year before?
I think so. I think it was one with Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio.
Because remember, that was the one where they said Logan Paul saved Mysterio's life. Is when he did the springboard and Logan Paul had to adjust to him. But yeah, like they met in the ring before. Like, I don't really see a reason. And to me, it wasn't overly spectacular. So I don't see a reason to put the two of them in the ring again together.
Yeah.
least not at this point. There's much. I think Ray, to be honest with you, if I had my way and I was doing creative, Ray would be going after the AAA Mega Championship right now. Like that was a championship that he wrestled for AAA, never won that in his career. Yep. I would have him going after Dom for the AAA and the right to call himself the best receiver.
I want to see.
Oh, yeah. Yo, there's something I wanted to. I just wanted to mention something too, and not to switch into going to the next segment, but I just found out that the AAA and some of the some parts of TNA is coming to WWE 2K26. I just found that out today.
Nice. See that? Yes. See, and people are like, "How does the WWE partnership benefit TNA?" Well, guess who's going to be getting a chunk of that money when their branding and their wrestlers are showing up in WWE 2K, and it's not bad.
I think because from what I heard, and I'm not quite sure if that was accurate, but didn't Joe Hendry sign with WWE?
Yeah, he's now officially a member of the NXT roster. Yes. We'll get to it in the next segment when we're talking about SmackDown Saturday Night's Main Event. It's one of the first matches for Saturday Night's Main Event has been announced, and I'm here for it.
They're doing a great job of adding on extra matches to Saturday Night's Main Event. Yeah. You know, not just make it be Cena's final bow out, but they're doing a lot. In fact, you know, when we get to SmackDown, we got something to talk about that just got added on earlier.
Cena himself said in the promo where they talked about it that night is not going to be about him, and it's not going to be about his last match. Matter of fact, I believe it was announced that Cena's made sure that his match is going to be the first match on the card. So Cena versus the winner of the whatchamacallit match is going to be the opener for Saturday Night's Main Event. So that way the night can focus on putting over and elevating younger talent.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Right. Okay.
So I can't wait to see what they do. And like I said, we'll get to after we talk a little bit about SmackDown, we'll get to the what was announced for Saturday Night's Main Event. Like the first match has kind of already been decided. One of the first matches has already been decided. And it'll probably end up being your main event. But okay, so the results of SmackDown. Dave, unfortunately, this is a spoiler.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at it.
The finals of the last time is now tournament took place, and Gunther will be the man that retires John Cena.
I mean,
I'm not happy with that.
I'm not happy with that either. I
would have preferred to see Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, exactly. Carmelo Hayes was the optimal to win the tournament.
Yes, 100%.
That would have been the perfect final match for Cena. You know, going out to a newer wrestler and going out to a Boston kid.
Yeah. If he'd have kept the IC belt, I wanted to see him go out to the Miz because I would have loved to see that whole full circle moment. But
yeah, I know.
Outside of that, I agree 100% with you, bro. Like, I'm not big on it being Gunther, but I think this is just Triple H's way of reinvigorating Gunther and trying to make him that that he was to start his career.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like when they gave the rub of retiring Kurt Angle to Baron Corbin. Like, I love Baron Corbin. It just didn't make no sense to me.
Yeah, it's just it's a mid reaction. You know, okay, you know, fine, but it's just there's so many other people who have been better.
Only angle of it that I could see them saying is, okay, with this being Cena's last match, this is the last opportunity we're going to have for him to face off against Gunther.
Here's something. Is Sheamus's shoulder injury legit?
Yes, as far as I know.
Okay. Right. That's as far as we know. Because it just kind of seemed a little bit sudden. So.
Oh, well, somebody also brought up a point to me the other day that they were saying that John Cena actually wanted Like the reason why they did the Survivor Series match after he won the IC title was that he was unaware that they were going to do that. He was unaware that he watched the interview with Joe Rogan and John Cena. But he was unaware that they were going to bring Dom out and all of that, and that he was going to win the IC title that night.
Yeah.
So once he won it, he made it a point that my next appearance is at that Survivor Series. I want to make sure I drop the title back to Dom because Dom's been doing great things with it. So,
but I can see. I mean, everything is getting so hyped for Judgment Day with Dom winning the IC, Liv Morgan back, and I can see them setting it up for a massive, massive fall for the Judgment Day, where the guys fail in their quest to get the tag team gold back. The ladies fail in their quest to get the tag team gold back. Dom gets the IC title and the AAA Mega Champion title stripped from him by his dad in a match. And so it's just kind of, well, hell, where do we go from here?
Yeah. But I think that right now, the only thing I would push back on is that I think Judgment Day is in a necessary ascent right now before that fall. And in order for that fall to have full impact, I think you would have to, there's a couple more, you would have to have them win the tag team championships. The girls win the women's tag team championships and then precipitate, that and then have Liv Morgan win the women's championship, women's world heavyweight championship, and then have them have the precipitous fall that month after month, one member, one group or one member of the group is dropping their championship until they have none. And then they basically split up and go their own ways.
Yeah.
But
but the rest of SmackDown was awesome. I did see the Ilya Dragunov Carmelo Hayes match. That was just fantastic.
Now that was nice. That was nice.
Fantastic for both the wrestling and storytelling. I cannot wait to see what Dragunov does in response. I haven't finished watching all of Friday nights, but I don't know if he reacted. I mean, I know that when he got backstage, he saw the video of I can't remember the dude's name. Tomasino, the guy that ran interference and dropped Carmelo onto the top rope.
The Miz?
No. The guy, Carmelo, was about to do nothing but net on Dragunov, and then we had a run-in. Ciampa.
Okay, yeah. Tommaso Ciampa interfered and attacked Hayes.
Yeah. And Dragunov, when he saw the video of Ciampa interfering, great reaction by Dragunov, where you could see him heartbroken about the way that he won it. So I would not be surprised if Carmelo Hayes gets another shot at the U.S. Championship really, really soon. And Dragunov comes out and says that Ciampa is permanently banned from participating in the Open Challenge.
I don't know. I think what we're looking at is we're going to look at a buildup of him doing this for a few more weeks before he ends up at the Royal Rumble. Yeah. Like he ends up facing Dragunov for the title at the Royal Rumble. I think that's what they're leading up to, but we could see. You could be right that Ciampa gets banned from ever.
As long as Dragunov has it. Now, Alexa Bliss, Kairi Sane match. Another great match in there.
Those two girls.
Yep. And Nia Jax / Legend stating that they are those bitches that are coming for the tag team gold. So, and Michael Cole was spot on. I mean, let's review who's up for the women's tag team championships. You've got Kabuki Warriors retaining. You've got Charlotte and Alexa. And I kind of thought that the promo that they were cutting before the match earlier in the show, where Charlotte's all like, "Well, I had to go in for Alexa. She'd be lost without me." A little too prom queen there, Charlotte.
Yeah.
But
that's how she always is. Man.
That's how she is. She's the queen.
Well, yeah, true. But it just got layered on a little bit too thick for my taste. But that's just me. But then you've also got Lyra and Bailey pretty much announcing that they want it. You got Roxanne and Raquel wanting it. Now you got Nia Jax and Lash Legend added into the mix.
Go ahead.
Oh, and who else that I'm forgetting?
No. You hit them all. I was like, but those two, the Lash Legend and Nia Jax, that's the ones I want to see when they're top.
Yeah, I can see at another PLE, WWE setting up another of their favorite matches, a tornado tag team match with 5 teams.
Oh yeah, it's been done before.
Yeah,
it's been done before.
So I could see that for the ladies.
And you know what? Let me address something.
Okay, yeah, I can see it.
Before we move on to talk a little bit about this upcoming Saturday night's main event,
Cody had a great promo on SmackDown, where he is now coming for Drew McIntyre.
Oh yeah.
And I love the Godfather 2 allusions. You came into my tour bus where my wife sleeps, where my children play.
Get him, Cody. Get him.
That was perfect.
That's some great. Maybe he's tuning. Maybe he's tuning up for the upcoming Street Fighter movie. You know, practicing his acting chops.
Yeah. Yep.
Who knows?
Exactly.
Who knows?
And Cody told the 2 guys from NXT they're fighting they fought yesterday?
They fought yesterday.
Okay.
And I was just going to talk about that when you got done.
Sorry. But and he wants to give one of them the shot at the US Championship on Saturday night's main event.
WWE?
Yeah.
You said Cody, right?
Yeah, Cody.
Yeah. So WWE Championship.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you, Dave, for setting that up, because that's exactly what I was going to bring up next. Is we actually have our first match outside of Cena versus Gunther set up. And for those of you who don't know who he is, I'd say Google him. But a young man by the name of Obi Femi, has won NXT World Heavyweight Championship from Ricky Starks, and will be facing Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event. I don't for the WWE Championship or not. I don't know, but yeah, it's gonna be real. We're gonna get Obi Femi versus Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event, and I am here for it.
Oh yeah, that's the slobber knocker. That's definitely a slobber knocker.
And a tie-in of I don't think it was SmackDown, but it was Friday night, or whether it was SmackDown or Raw. But Drew McIntyre got his car. Somebody got their car jacked by Mr. Iguana in Leyeska. Yes. On one of the main promos. So yeah, we're getting better integration with AAA in there, and it was just fantastic. Everyone was just laughing.
I can't, man. Like I said, this WWE CMLL or not CMLL. Sorry, they're at war with WWE right now. But WWE and AAA alliance is just
going
to create great moments.
It's beautiful. I want to see Mr. Iguana and Leyeska run into Alexa Bliss, and what's the name of? Does she have a name for her doll?
Yeah, I forgot her name.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see Leyeska try to kiss the mini Alexa doll.
Oh heck no!
Okay.
It's just
Not sure
it's
if I
just
want to see it, but it'll be fun to see in a
yeah.
sense.
It's returning more
Lily is the
fun.
doll's name.
Lily, yeah. It's more. It's just getting back. It's like what James Gunn did with DC Universe. It's getting back to the joy and embracing the absurdity of the entire thing instead of the super serious that everyone is become accustomed to and trying to defend. And you know, just have fun with it, guys.
Yeah. So fun.
Yeah.
All right. So what
Makes you
was I
wonder why DC is so dark. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, guys, we are officially, and we're going to end this. We're going to end the WWE segment with this. We are officially 6 days away from the ending of John Cena's immaculate career. Give me some final thoughts on John Cena and kind of where he sits in your pantheon. Saint, kick us off.
You know, from the days of the prototype, from the days of him being with B Squared, and the early days of SmackDown back in around the 2002, 2003 era, he's been booed. He's been good guy. But the one thing I will say, since especially with the Doctor of Thugonomics, hey, John Cena definitely has had his work cut out for him. No matter how many times they booed him or whatever, or John Cena sucks, he stayed within that grasp. And it's like, as soon as he went to the heel side, he didn't really change anything. He just walked down the aisle with the back of the towel just like this and gave no fucks about it. So as far as I'm concerned, this is probably one of the greater retirements. He's going out with a bang. He has stated that he will never step into the wrestling ring again, period. I honestly believe that. And his acting career is flourishing, and I really wish him the best, because he has kept it clear cut and clean. He's only changed his persona one time, i.e. Doctor of Thugonomics. So he's been on the straight path ever since then. So I can't get mad at that. God bless him. He's been I consider him to be the greatest in that wrestling aspect.
I haven't always liked Cena's gimmick, but I respect the skills, and I respect the respect he has for the tradition. In there. Where is he placed? You're going to be able to. It's like asking who the greatest guitar player ever is. Yeah, there's. You're going to get different opinions, but you're always going to get consistency within the top 5 in there. I think that Cena is going to replace Hulk Hogan on the list, not because Hogan wasn't great, but because Hogan poisoned his own legacy, and we've been seeing that over the course of this year.
100%.
Yeah, because you know what, not to interrupt anything, but have you guys noticed that they only did like they changed the intro to WWE, like the very element, like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
front
yeah.
credits, do
Yeah, the
they
front credits where
changed
they're
it.
showing
I
the
wonder
yeah.
why. Yeah, because that didn't
Like
even
what?
last a year.
Yeah.
That did not
Yeah,
go
I mean,
even go a year.
it's a great concept, and I like it. Um, my issue is that I've had, like I said, Hogan poisoned his own well, and I guess they replaced him with Logan Paul in there, which, 10 out of 10 points for irony, minus several million for self-awareness.
Yeah. All right. So I'll say this final word, and then we'll get on to Tech Tinker's favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
It's a video game review. John Cena, the never seen 17. The man literally has there's 4 taglines that came out of the Attitude Era and immediately after that are still alive today. Like one of them being the "What" tagline from Stone Cold.
Yep.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking, finally. And then John Cena and "You Can't See Me."
Yep.
It's been a running joke for 2 decades now.
And it's going to be going strong for decades to come.
I can tell you from now, I still expect on my 70th birthday to see memes on Facebook or whatever of somebody sitting there with a picture of John Cena driving down the road talking about, wow, man, this car is driving itself. Like it's so corny, but
yeah,
it was worth it. And with no John Cena, we don't have "You Can't See." So I thank you. I thank you for that. I thank you for the spinner belt. As much as the U.S. title, it looked wonky when you got the WWE title. It was all right. It was all right. I liked it. I actually wanted one for a little bit.
Yeah.
You say, actually, just a correction on it. He did say he'll never wrestle again, but he also said that he does plan to come back and make appearances for WWE.
Yeah. He's going into the promo side of the business, no doubt about it. I could see him going over and becoming the permanent coach for NXT and whatever the development series and leagues WWE has coming out.
That will be long though after he makes his hundreds of millions in Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, that's where he's going right now.
Kind of like what he did, kind of like what The Rock did with the WWE. It'll probably be in the same, he'll get one of those, it'll be one of those large pops.
Yeah.
That, when he comes out.
He'll get into board emeritus for TKO, no doubt about it. Just one thing before we do to video games. We had a final story that we want to talk about, which is Miss Jade Cargill actively pushing to be Storm in the MCU now, which I am here for. I think that, besides, her stunt work training from being a pro wrestler, that would be an asset. I think that what she has that everyone else, she has more passion about the character than the other actresses that
Cynthia. There's only one other person I believe that was actively pushing was Cynthia Everio, the one that's on the movie Wicked. I'm sorry, but
but I think that it's the passion. It's the passion that really makes the portrayals of the MCU characters so magical, so much more magical than a lot of the recent DC stuff. For a lot of DC stuff, it's just a job.
Right.
But when you look at Iman Vellani with Miss Marvel, even Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, because he developed such passion for the character because he related so much to Tony's personal struggles and was able to bring that to the screen. I think that either Jade or Cynthia would be the most passionate actresses to be Storm and would bring the most to the character.
All right. So, all right, we'll let that linger on your brains there as we go into our last full segment. Still like that beat, unmatched.
Yeah.
Anyway, so first subject up, and I'm going to have to take a quick bow out real quick. I'll let Dave take over on this one, and that is Tencent agrees not to promote Light of
Materum
or run public test as Sony's Horizon lawsuit heads towards a key 2026 here.
Yep. So, as we've mentioned from time to time, Sony is suing Chinese game developer Tencent over Tencent's upcoming game, Light of Materum, which stylistically is, I'm just going to say it's a knockoff of Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, female redheaded protagonist with archery skills in a post-apocalyptic future, hunting down robotic animals with slightly skeletal makeups. Yeah, there's some meat in that burger. And so Tencent, of course, has been countersuing over it, but Tencent has agreed to a a preliminary injunction filed by Sony. So they will not promote or do public testing until the lawsuit has been decided one way or the other. And the game will not launch before its delayed Q4 2027 window, which is basically 2 years from this month at this point.
Wow, I wasn't even tripping off of that. I wasn't even aware that there was a copycat game, being
we've only been talking about like
Horizon.
Yeah, we've only been talking about
because Horizon is an excellent game
this year. Yeah, oh yeah, it's fantastic. I'm definitely enjoying Forbidden West so far. And speaking of which, be sure to tune into the night shift tonight to watch me go through Horizon Forbidden West. So, but yeah, I mean, you're looking at the same article that I am. You're looking at the side-by-side photos. Yeah, like I said, there's meat on that burger.
Let's see if we can pull these up for Dave here. Yeah, I would be one to incline to agree. So,
yep.
You out there in the TV verse, you guys tell us, do these two games look alike? I think there's a lot of similarity there.
Yep.
It's just me.
Wait, what the hell? Wait a minute. Which one is on the? Oh,
the one on the right is Horizon. The one on the left is Light of Materum.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not working for me.
Right, so we'll
that's definitely not working, and especially considering how I got a chance, how I played Horizon Zero Dawn, and that, like I said, was an excellent game. So, like, what the fuck?
Immortal words serious? Of that man right over there. That's some fuckery. Some real fuckery.
It is indeed, yeah.
All right. So the next subject up, Dave, this is your wheelhouse. Inside.
That's right. It
Dawn
was
of
just
War 4.
yes. So Dawn of War 4, the fourth entry into the real-time strategy Warhammer 40K game, is going to be going where no 40K game has gone video game has ever gone before. We're getting a playable Primarch. Now, for those who are unfamiliar with Warhammer 40K lore, you got the Space Marines. And the Space Marines, basically, these are like the founding fathers of the various Space Marine chapters. These were the genetically engineered creations that the Emperor made to retake the galaxy back for humanity. These guys are Space Marines are big, 7 to 8 feet tall. These guys are closing in on like 9 to maybe 10 feet tall. Okay. Damn. We thought they were gone, but recently Games Workshop, in the past 2 editions of the game, so maybe about 5 years ago, they started they started a storyline for the franchise that is bringing the Primarchs back. Now, the interesting thing is that Dawn of War focuses on a Space Marine chapter called the Blood Ravens. Nobody really knows who the founding chapter of the Blood Ravens are. In other words, they are what's called successor chapter. They came from some previous Space Marines chapter gene stock. So they're like cousins to somebody. Okay. Nobody never really fleshed that out. And the Primarch that is returning in Dawn of War 4 that you will be able to play in later stages of the game is Lion L. Johnson, the Primarch of the Dark Angels Space Marines.
Wow.
Right.
One of the main chapters of Warhammer 40K. Yeah. This is one of the El Primero badasses. This is like unleashing Godzilla in a game. This is, you get a late stage easy mode to play. Plus, he's returning with the artifact called the Emperor's Shield, which is the actual shield that the Emperor was using while fighting in retaking the galaxy and other limited things before he became a living corpse. Yeah. So, yeah, this has got a lot of 40K nerds like myself really excited and really happy about this. This is going to be pretty awesome. And we cannot wait to see this happen. Now, whether it turns out that the Blood Ravens are actually a successor chapter to the Dark Angels, we'll find out. So, yeah, this is going to be really big.
All right. And now the next story in our catalog, like I said, we had the Death Toll catalog from 2025, and now we got the EA Sucks catalog from 2025. So, and that to put into that one, surprise, Saudi Arabia will officially own 93% of EA when the deal is done. Talk to us, Dave.
Okay, so we talked about Saudi Arabia purchasing Electronic Arts. Yeah. We just didn't know how much it was going to be. We assumed that it was going to be like a majority stake in Electronic Arts, like 51%. Yeah. But Saudi Arabia, whatever they're calling the Saudi Royal Family Trust, will own 93% of EA.
Okay. So wait a minute. Let me get this. So you mean to tell me these motherfuckers own 93% of EA? So what does that mean for some of these games going forward? i.e., The Sims, because The Sims is one of their, is one of their biggest right now, still ongoing. Like, I know how these motherfuckers get down. So are we about to start chopping off content? Because
that is the general consensus, even when it was speculated that the Saudi Royal Fund was only going to have 51% of EA. This is just total domination of what EA is going to produce moving forward. So anything
Battlefield,
Battlefield, any content that does not line up with the morality of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, i.e., female protagonists, i.e., queer content, that's going to be gone. There's like zero doubt about how this is going to change what EA does. And EA has already been, shitting its own pants over the past several years with how they're producing games and all sorts of other things. So this is just going to cement the already bad trajectory of EA, in my opinion.
Wow. All right. Let's see what we're talking about. Like I said, EA bad.
Yeah, I think
it in the folder.
Yeah. That's really not good for anyone in that case.
Set to change hands in the summer of 2026.
Wow, so that's next year.
Yep.
A whole new world. No.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yep. $55 billion leveraged buyout, which was part of a consortium of investors, including son-in-law of the current president of the United States.
Wow.
Yep.
All right.
The only thing, this is according to filings with Brazil's antitrust regulator.
Good.
So they still have to do international antitrust laws and get through all that. Yeah.
That's insane. All right. So we'll move forward from there and into the next story, which is that I am 8-bit is suing Skybound Game Studios alleging fraud and theft of designs. What's the story here, sir?
Okay, so Skybound is a multimedia imprint most active in the comic scene. You may have heard of them because they're chaired by a gentleman by the name of Robert Kirkman, who put out comic books, that kind of niche comic books called The Walking Dead, Invincible. So they're low key a very big deal in the comics multimedia world. And Skybound Game Studios is something that's just recent. Okay. So I Am 8-Bit is a video game producer, and they entered into a partnership with Skybound Game Studios in April 2021. Okay. So the allegations are that Skybound conducted a multi-year accounting scheme and failed to provide accurate financial reports for the partnership each month, which includes games like Stray. If you know the game Stray, where the whole thing is, you are playing a cat in a post-apocalyptic, post-human world, interacting with the surviving robots. Yep.
That's actually a great game.
Yep. I Am 8-Bit design, according to the company's counsel, I Am 8-Bit designed and developed promotional materials for the launch of Stray on PlayStation and Xbox. The complaint claims that Skybound used trade secrets from IM 8-bit to secure its own deal for the Nintendo launch of the game. It alleges Skybound used confidential information about IM 8-bit's royalty split with publisher Annapurna Interactive to cut out its business partner, while also using almost exact copies of its creative output for marketing.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Well, don't bite off other people's and stuff like that. Don't happen.
Yep.
Nah. Yeah. Well, I hope IM 8-bit wins his battle there.
Yeah.
You know, if they really did steal his stuff, like I hope they don't.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right. So the next to last subject that we have going on here is one that comes accompanied with a video. And that is the God Slayer video game. Looks like an open world Avatar: The Last Airbender. I am inclined to agree.
Yep. So that is currently available on pre-order on Steam, but the Steam byline blurb says, in this open world RPG, you are an Elementor who refuses to bow. Infused with elemental powers and a heart of vengeance, you will dethrone them all.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that sounds to me like it is kind of taken off of the Avatar type.
It's going to be in the same vein. It doesn't have the same aesthetics, like what we were just talking about with Horizon and Light of Matarian. Those have identical aesthetics. This, rather than the purely Asian art aesthetic, this looks like it's combining Asian and Western fantasy aesthetics. And also there's a lot of other stuff they're showing in the video that, yeah, it could be inspired by Avatar, but it's not going to be the same as Avatar. It's basically going to be like the difference between, say, Dungeons and Dragons and all the other fantasy RPG systems that came out in the early 80s, like Rollmaster. There's going to be enough, it looks like there's enough distinct content in there to avoid copyright lawsuits.
Right.
And also it looks like you're going to be able to use all elements: earth, fire, air, and water.
I don't know.
So
to me,
an Avatar
the game actually looks like a game that recently just came out, a game called Where Winds Meet.
Right.
And that's actually an open world RPG, but it's, it's free to play.
Yeah.
But the difference is that you can be solo, or you can, you could take a crew with you.
Yeah.
But if you happen to, and the thing about it is that you can actually have the choice. Like if you want to go in and team up with a couple of people and so forth, you do a little bit of slaying or whatever, and then after that you can go back to doing whatever the fuck you want to do. So for me, I think that's that's really a big kick.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's really a big kick.
Yeah,
but I mean, it really looks similar, like both of those two games.
Yep, I totally get what you're saying, and there is such a thing called I think it's convergent evolution. Like, for example, Australia doesn't have Australia. They have marsupials.
Okay.
And those are mammals that developed after Australia broke away from the rest of the continents geologically. So it's similar evolutionary paths, but not exactly the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Well,
I can definitely dig it.
Yeah.
I am definitely one that would love to see something like that and have it actually be an ATLA game. It's that would be awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Avatar is gearing up for so much stuff with the new series that's going to be released in the next year or so. The tabletop role-playing game is doing pretty well. I would not. I mean, they just also just released a new mobile game, side scroller game.
Yeah, I play. Well, side scroller. I haven't played the side scroller. I played the top down like RPG one that they had. All right, but last announcement from the tech world for today. I found this after we were putting together. That massive Star Wars game announcement is reportedly for the Old Republic, and according to the article, not by Johnny Flores, it's not the Old Republic. It's not the remake of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic that everybody keeps thinking about. Supposedly, it says Kirikassis put out a couple of tweets stating a big Star Wars game announcement is coming very soon. Just to be clear, this announcement has nothing to do with Star Wars Zero Company or Eclipse. Then followed that up with the title of this game ends with the Old Republic. The speculation, according to the article, is that Total War will be putting out a Star Wars RTS called with the Old Republic in the title, and that's what's going to be announced at the at the Game Awards on the 11th.
Yeah. So we will keep track to that. There have been Star Wars RTS games before.
Yes.
Some of them have been iconic, and I'm not talking about Battlefront. There's been like Star Wars. I think it was called Galaxy of War, where you were literally able to be. You were literally able to command the greater forces of the Republic versus the Galactic Empire, and do all the base development, tech trees, and all the stuff that RTS genre is famous for.
Yeah, that game, man, that was really a long ass time ago.
That
with
was the 90s.
That game. I remember that. Yeah.
You can play it on the PC, you can play it on your phone, you can play it on the game. I think they had it on the game system, didn't they? No, they didn't.
I don't think so.
No. That was strictly PC.
Yeah, okay. I can always
a lot of the Star Wars console games sucked.
I'll say, I don't know. Knights of the Old Republic was pretty dope.
Yeah. Oh
no. I know, but some of those early Star Wars games, man. Like, I mean, Battlefront was great. Battlefront 2 sucked until it became unsuckable. And
what about the newer?
That's such a word, but yeah. The Battlefront, like.
Well, not like Battlefront, but like the story-driven ones, like the first, or what was the one recently that they came out with?
Outlaws. Dave, didn't you get Outlaws?
I got it. Outlaws. I got it. I stopped it because I stopped playing it because it's Ubisoft. With all the enshittification that Ubisoft brings to the product.
Yeah.
Namely their insane parkour. Okay. You know, when you have a major, you go back and take a look at one of the last videos I did. When you have a major quest objective, a primary quest up on the top of this huge mesa that's like 100 meters up, with no description how to get up to. And it turns out that you have to go back like half of a map screen over a river, finding a natural jump point and hit it at full speed on your speeder to get to the exact specific location to move yourself up to the top of the mesa.
Oh my God.
I'm out.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I
It
That's
takes
one of the
like
reasons-
17 different moves. It takes 17
Yes.
different moves just to crawl about 3 spaces. Get the fuck out
Yes.
of here. Man.
Yes,
Doing
which
that.
is why I so love the Horizon series, because they give you that parkour experience, but it's much similar for those of us who don't happen to have 10 opposable thumbs on the controller.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair
Because
enough.
I'll be with the fuckery with the parkour games and shit like that, and learning how to engineer those kind of moves. So I'm with it.
Like literally the only
with it.
Ubisoft game franchise that I like is Watch Dogs. But now that Cyberpunk 2077 is out and playable for me, that's scratching my GTA Cyberpunk itch that Watch Dogs had. Okay, sorry. I mean,
fair enough, man. No,
Another crap on Ubisoft. The Division. Remember The Division? Okay, where you're.
I still play The Division.
Yeah. Okay, so Saint, tell me I'm wrong here. 90% of the enemies that you're shooting on sight in New York are black. 90% of the people you're helping in New York are white. Am I wrong?
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why I really didn't start fucking with the New York end of it, and like, wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I'm a black character, but I'm shooting my
Yeah.
Now if they shooting at me, then I'm gonna go ahead.
Exactly.
I'm a bang bang, but no.
Yeah, but it's just so many of the quests in the Division are from this white guy scared to go outside his holed up apartment, telling you to go kill this gang who's never done nothing to you yet. Yeah. And even before even before you're like within melee range, you got to start killing them in order to prevent them swarming you.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Kill my landlord. CILL, my landlord. You already know, Dave.
Oh, crazy. All right, gentlemen. So we'll close the segment on that laugh and take us into our final segment, which is where can we find you next? Dave, you gave us a small hint earlier today. Why don't you finish us off? Where can we find you?
That's right. I will be back on Horizon Forbidden West tonight on the night shift, midnight to whenever I start falling asleep Pacific time, followed up by tomorrow, noon to 3 Pacific time, continuing on with Pathfinder Kingmaker.
All right.
Yeah, I haven't got a chance to check that out, man. I got a little bit of a preview of Pathfinder. I'm liking that.
Yeah.
All right. And Saint, where can we find you next, sir?
As always, ladies and gentlemen, right after the classroom or whenever it gets done, it will be a small burst of NVT Deuce, and then there'll probably be one more show before we actually do a Christmas break, because we have a lot of shows that's coming up, and we might be doing more or less game streams and not so much as NVT Deuce, because we have a lot of stuff coming, and I mean some break your neck type of shows we got coming up over the next season. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, whenever the classroom is done, we'll be right at you.
All right. Tonight, as usual, you can find me at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube, First GenXers or Double KK Double Network, as well as the Twitch channel. And follow us on all platforms. I want to say you'll find us, me with O'Malley and Swab tonight, talking sports, talking some college football playoff, an interesting weekend in the NFL, and an interesting week for the NBA. So be sure to tune in for that. And you guys, as always, stay up, stay blessed, and stay real. This has been the Cheap Pop Podcast, and we will be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, which means me and Dave will get here at 2. And we're going to get here at 3:30. I have to give you I have to give you shit. Oh, and by the way, just on a quick shout out, I recommended Surf Ninjas earlier today. Loser with Jason Biggs and Mina Savari is also free to watch on Prime, and it's a movie worth watching. Feel good, definitely a great movie.
Another thing, we just had a few weeks ago, the second Critical Role animated series dropped, The Mighty Nine. So I'm going to start catching up on that.
Heck yeah. Since I know it's Critical Role now.
Don't forget.
I love.
Hey, and don't forget. Fallout will be
Fallout season 2 next week.
Yeah, next week. Yep. And upcoming again.
Fallout,
So join us next week to talk somewhere. We won't be talking Fallout, but we will be talking some of that new show from Critical Role, and amongst other things, all things pop culture. And we will be talking about Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
How bad the WWE.
How will Cena lose to Gunther?
We'll see. But y'all have yourselves a blessed day, blessed evening, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace. You got us ready to raid out, bro?
Yep, we're gone. Yep, Creed's classic.